Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all
Ach Mann, wieso laufen die Mädchen alle hier rein, Mann?
Wherever the souls of my gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been wearing a vest to see this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Natürlich.
Is everyone here?
Was für wir?
Settle down.
Gib keine.
I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Union.
Keine Zeit für eine Alte, ich muss stehen fliegen.
Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Fusion ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade.
Was willst du schicken?
As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie fly there alone. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land.
Nee.
If the hostiles counterattack, then you will... What the hell was that?
Notice unidentified aircraft that burned overhead. How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Oh Gott, was muss ich jetzt machen?
Hm? Warum? Danny oder was? Oh. Das heißt, man schiebt er sich bestimmt gerade wieder in den Popo.
Gut möglich.
So.
Okay. Wollen wir mal kicken hier.
Ja, sehr gut, ne? Ach, Quatsch, Junge. Aber der Ding ist auch scheiße. Ey, matschig da, der ganze Sand, ey, das ist richtig eklig. Nee, kannst du nicht drin schwimmen, Alter. Kannst vielleicht die Füße so rein tun, aber... Hm?
Guckst du?
Daisy oder was?
Nein, ob du zuschaust.
Achso, nee, ich brauch den Link. Obwohl, nee, warte, ich hab's abonniert.
Ich wollte gerade sagen.
Main squadron, head to runway. Column squadron, take off. Link to Sky.
Okay, PlayStation.
Hurry, main squadron.
So, wie geht denn das jetzt hier? Ich hoffe, die erklären wenigstens die Steuerung jetzt ein bisschen. Oh Gott.
Sign is page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight.
Ah,
It's a hell of a welcoming party. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Column squadron and your men are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
oha.
Page 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Und eine Jetsteuerung, ja, wahrscheinlich, wenn das...
Das...
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Ich glaube, da muss ich noch ein bisschen umstellen.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this.
Super,
Golden
ist
Squadron, it's go
los.
time.
Roger that.
Going 4, understood.
Ich versuche gerade mal mit der Steuerung hier ein bisschen klar zu kommen.
This is BK Skykeeper.
Ist auch von links kommt ein Jet, denke ich mal.
Take
Ja,
down
das
all
sollte nicht
unidentified
irgendeiner
bombers.
sein.
Vor mir.
We don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack.
Ich bin jetzt
Expect the worst and
2800
stay
und geht
sharp.
hoch.
Welcome. Trigger,
Wow,
I'm your
das
wingman.
liegt bei
Fly
2000
with me now. That's
Stundenkilometer.
what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Ach, hör mal auf, ey. Keine Ahnung, Mann. Ich hab mit der
Okay,
nichts zu tun.
here we go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Boah.
It's showtime, Trigger.
Nee,
Let's see if
warum
you can
nicht
handle the
mehr?
spotlight.
Ist mir auch relativ
You're a good
scheißegal.
pilot.
Keine Ahnung,
So I
ist
told
mir
him.
egal.
I had to fill an empty spot, so
Keine Ahnung, Digga, mir ist das sowas von egal. Das ist alles Verräter geworden.
Wo ist denn der Scheiß, Alter?
Alle Spastis. Ich hole mir mal irgendwas zu Futter, ich komme euch wieder. Bis gleich.
Jawohl, hab ich.
enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job.
Keine Ahnung,
Mage 2.
kann ich nicht sagen.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken out.
Die Steuerung ist sehr schwerfällig auf jeden Fall.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
I'm iced up. Watch out for the support aircraft. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Michael 1, I'm hit!
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Bandit has a lock on me. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Locked.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Mage 2, target down.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Tschüss.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2.
Ich
Just
spiel
still
grad
have
ein
a
neues
long way to
Game.
go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if we can make it in one piece.
Ace Combat.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Unter
Welcome.
mir oder was?
Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Nee, das ist nicht online drin.
Golem, Mage,
Tschüss.
2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Das ist gerade Kampagne. Muss ich sogar drin. 3 feindliche Jets. Was bin ich? Nee, der schaut bei mir im Livestream zu.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Hostile has a lock. Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. Combat mission accomplished. I still got half our baggage. Emptying over the hangars and runways.
Wo ist denn der Geier? Ja.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
Oh was? Ich hab den nicht
Enemy
getroffen.
bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
Das ist gar nicht so leicht hier, Alter. Wo ist denn der? Da
Enemy's
hinten.
locked.
In gun range.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their own payload.
Hallo.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Ah, fuck, die sind leer. Okay. Puh, das war lustig. Das sind meine.
The enemy has a lock on you, H2.
Oha.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Target destruction confirmed.
Evading missile!
Locked on.
This is Mage 1, I'm spiked.
Ammunition 0.
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Ja, hinter mir, also.
Wieder. Musst du wegen online noch warten, oder?
Ja, ja. Oh Scheiße, wird beschossen. Oh, Schwein gehabt. Nicht so leicht ist das hier gar nicht, gell, die Kacke.
Hast du auch Springen geht da dran? Oder?
Ja, ja.
Fliegst du denn für an?
F10.
Mhm.
Safe.
It's a Golem and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Mission erfüllt. Sehr schön.
Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Mit 2.
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is
Danny,
HQ.
streamst du auch noch? Ne.
What's the deal with all the drones?
Was machst du?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Gar nix. Kevin, du bist in GDA? So. Das Spiel schockt mich einfach nicht mehr. Echt, ich finde das...
Nee, geht ja, ist echt langweilig geworden.
Kannst du mir nicht mehr geben. Was war's? Warst du im Casino? Also, schon irgendwas gekauft? Ein neues Auto oder sowas? Ich will mir den Audi kaufen, der ist ganz geil. Mhm. Karten sammeln und sowas.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Usian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe.
Ja, dass meine Freundin tausendmal zur Party eingeladen.
That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Ach, mir doch egal.
Du kannst aber deine Dings. Okay.
Mach ja auch. Mir nur erzählt, dass sie eine Einladung von dir bekommen hat.
Oh, perfekt.
Achso. Ja.
Nächsten.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking
Ja gut, im Jet und sowas alles ist ja eigentlich nur eigentlich.
Which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian
die Steuerung ist echt gewöhnungsbedürftig, Digga.
Reports say former President Harling was touring the
Kann ich
site
mir
at the time,
vorstellen.
but his
Das ist
current
echt hardcore,
whereabouts
gerade
are
mit
unknown.
den Waffenwechseln und
Our
sowas.
sources in government tell us it was Harling's
Womit gibt's
policies
Gas?
regarding the
R2
space
oder?
elevator that caused economic frictions in the area,
Gas geben tust
and
du
which
R2,
ultimately led to
bremsen
this war.
L2.
Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space
Viereck war,
elevator
glaube ich,
has been under
Waffenwechsel.
construction for some
Kreises-Raketenabschuss.
The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has
Ja.
declared a national
R1
state
und
of
L1
emergency.
sind halt
They
normal
have ordered
drehen,
all
ohne
its
dass
armed
sich
forces,
wendet.
including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at
Ja, ist
war.
halt nur für zwischendurch, habe ich mir das geholt jetzt so.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier.
Warte mal kurz, ich muss mal... So.
After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over.
Klar.
Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom.
Natürlich.
When they started
Warum soll ich mich
war,
dafür
they managed
schämen,
to
Junge?
get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Klar.
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Erusian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out. And set the dogs on me.
Also der Trailer ist schon mal ganz cool von der Kampagne. Oder besser gesagt die Kampagne, Filme da wiederkommen. Bing, bing, bing.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Eurasian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces.
Hallo Lisa.
Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Eurasia.
Meine Groupies sind wieder am Start.
The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Ja, das ist die Kampagne von dem Spiel.
Kommentare hat dann aufrufen.
Das Spiel ist zu laut? Wie kann denn das Spiel zu laut sein?
Nee, gar nicht.
Ah, nee, so viel ist mir jetzt nicht durch. Was? Doch nicht. Aha. Ey, das ist doch ganz schön Patte, ey, um die Dinge aufzurüsten. Ich kann mir nur nicht mal das erste leisten. Doof. So, cool alle. Alles klar, Lisa, bis später. Here we go, also.
Each squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Mission 2. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie der Online-Modus ist.
Warten. Besseres Wetter.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
This is Air Raid. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Kevin. Nichts.
Locked.
Ja.
Targeting range of guns.
Habt ihr BO3?
This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Schön, du? Das BO3? Ja, meine ich auch BO3. Ja, ach Junge, verarsch dich selber, Alter. Ich steck dir mal wieder den Finger am Po, ey. Das tut dir eigentlich ganz gut. Starte mal hier. Nee, dein Mama. Das soll ich nie sagen. Nein. Dein Erzeuger. Ja. Ja, habe ich auch auf CD, ey. Wieso hört mich eigentlich so krass doppelt?
Alles nur wegen Kevin.
Benny. Mhm. Bist du noch in Black Ops 2? Ja. Hm? Nee. Warum?
Was hat Mike zu schon?
Ja, komm mal Black Ops 2. Mach dein scheiß Handy, Alter. Du musst doch nichts hören. Du bist doch in der Party, Junge. Komm, Black Ops 3 jetzt hier. Ja, ich auch. Seit BO4. Guten Tag. Jo. Lenny, kommst du Black Ops 2? Ja. Nee, da muss sich ja dein Vater drum kümmern. Ich war nur der Typ, der ins Reagenzglas gewichst hat und das verkauft hat.
Manchmal bist du ganz schön Asien hier. Boah, bei mir ist es so laut, Alter. Mach den scheiß Headset aus.
Bei mir ist es nicht.
Alter.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage in your
Der
discretion.
Kevin ist das heftigste laut.
Na, und dann
Enemy
gibt's
interceptors
ja einer von
inbound.
beiden.
Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Die kommt jetzt Black Ops 2 oder nicht?
Warte mal. Ich muss mal kurz anrufen.
Box 2. Target lock. Firing.
Ja, warte, ich lade die ein.
Ammunition zero.
Ja, toll. Meine Waffe ist leer.
Black Ops 2 können die eigentlich auch mal streamen, ja.
That's a miss.
Enemy missile detected. Evading. Breaking to escape mod. Box 2.
Ja, überdrücken mehr Spieler auf dem Spiel. Machen wir normal oder Hardcore? Hardcore, wa? Oh, ey, mach!
Alter, mach den Scheiß aus. Echt, ich hau's gleich alles verpasst. Gib mir auf den Sack.
2 targets remaining.
Good work. That radar was just about to go online. Mission planning for mission fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Nee,
Jetzt packt einfach ab, ey.
Wenn wir das streamen, lass die Scheiße einfach sehen.
Enemies travel a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly. Right now, missile inbound. They have me spiked.
Jetzt bin ich Mrs. von Ammo, weil ich einen Frauencharakter hab. Nee, Mist von Ammo, oder? Finde ich nicht weiter.
Page 2, missile launch.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Nee, vorher spare ich die 5000 zusammen.
You're mine. I'll make it quick.
Die Beams.
After their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't see how many of them. Fox 2.
Ja, man, ich auch. Die Steuerung ist bei mir ganz anders. Ich müsste die Steuerung umstellen.
Bandit is in my sights.
Stipulated Standard.
Missed. Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit. Fox 2. Fox 2. Trigger, there's one more to go.
I'm icing up.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you
Das
can.
geht Hardcore oder was? Ja, ganz genau, oder? Das stellen wir die Fischen.
Targeted. Oh, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback to those poor merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Ready to read. Mage 2 bandit on your 6. It didn't connect. Bandit acquired. Firing. I might stop. The aircraft is heavy. Everything's been burned down.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Enemy on your ass. Break. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock onto their targets too. Taking cover in the clouds. School 4, missile inbound. Dodge! We can't capture. We've expanded the front lines too quickly. Fox 2, Fox 2! It didn't connect.
Alright, this base is worth destroying.
Good shit up.
The base is wrecked.
Kommt dahin das voll langsam vor mit dem Chat.
Fox 2.
They have a lock on you,
Komm
shake
ey.
up.
Enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Muss auf die Steuerung erstmal klarkommen.
Roger 6. Golden 1, Box 2. Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
That's a miss.
In position behind bandit.
Ganz gesagt, Cam, also das ist nicht richtig.
Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Fox 2.
Keep your mind focused.
5 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Guck's dir an, du wieder, Cam, Alter. Das ist so ein dreckiger Bastard. Ich treffe ihn nicht, natürlich treffe ich ihn nicht, Alter.
4 targets remaining.
All aircraft, residential areas.
29, Junge, oh hey, Alter.
Done.
Got eyes up in there.
Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap. Right, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Was ist los?
3 targets remaining.
Komm mal rein.
Lockdown hostile. Target has been destroyed. Way to go.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Breaking. I need to evade. Shred the radar network. It didn't connect. This is Skull 4. Locked on enemy.
Target in gun range. Mage 2. Missile away.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAV is ready to launch. Away.
Hast du kein Bildmatch, Kevin?
Boah.
Gleich
What happened?
Ich hoffe im Gegner.
Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
Jawohl, Alter, bin ich im Gegner.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move,
Komm mal ran, der hier, echt der Fleischig.
Alter, die Schnauze. Das ist meine Map.
Siehst du jetzt, was gerade läuft?
Aber ich bin schon ruhig. Da ist
HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs.
Ja.
Und die Schwachen.
Aber weißt du, was das Gute ist, Kevin? Zu denn hier rechts. Danke. Sei froh, du bist in meinem Team. Kann ich dich schon mal nicht oh, Danny, du bist jetzt ordentlich Baby-Kriege. Oh, Danny. Ich bin ja dann mal.
Adrian, snappst du nur oder bist du Boden?
Auch wenn ich snipe, bin ich am Boden.
Snap, komm, snap mich weg. Ah, scheiße.
Ah.
Du Lappen, du Lappen!
Ich hab dir gesagt, ich hol dich, Junge. Ich hab grad dein ganzes Team geholt.
Ja, scheiße. Breitseite, wo bist du?
Auf der Map und du?
Ja, auch.
Sauber.
Ah, der Lappen.
Ich wurde rausgeschmissen, zu viele Teammates gekillt. Das gibt's doch nicht.
Ah, warte.
Hast du das überhaupt schon mal gespielt, Kevin? Ein, zwei Mal, ja?
Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
In gun range.
Hoffentlich bin ich wieder beitreten.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Aha, es ist jetzt nicht wieder an der Pause. Komm, schau mal raus da.
Just 2 more.
Ja. Warte dran, bis Kevin dran ist.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Ja. Ja.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Erstmal was trinken.
Okay. Kevin kann ja bestimmt nicht Deutsch lesen.
Doch, bei Kevin der Typ ist natürlich.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Missile away.
Ist er drin, oder was?
Nee, noch nicht, warte.
Das gibt's doch nicht, dass ich den scheiß Flieger hier nicht drücke.
They won't show up on the radar.
Geht
kill trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
Ja, dann geh bei Adrian rein. Geh bei Adrian rein.
Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Hast du mit ihm kein Abschied? Nie, wenn du mit ihm redest, wenn wir alleine sind.
Nee.
Ist ja nicht allein, ich bin auch noch da.
Nee, ich meine. Aber er kann bestimmt trotzdem nicht beitreten.
Die Mission war schon schwieriger.
Current target is on
Warum kannst du denn nicht nachschauen, was geht?
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar.
Nee, geht
The first
trotzdem
barrier
nicht.
keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to...
Wir sagen dir, wenn wir eine Lobby gefunden haben. Versuch mal jetzt.
28 insgesamt und 17 auf dem Boden, ne? Okay. Oh, warte, bitte warten Sie, bis die Installation abgeschlossen ist. Na moin, dann kann ich mir das schon wieder ausmachen. Das ist behindert.